Whether we like it or not, fast food is a staple of Western culture. An industry worth almost $1 trillion globally, it's hard to imagine where society would be today without fast food. You can't walk down a single street here in the United Kingdom without seeing some kind of fast food chain. And because of this, we eat a lot of it. And we've seen your comments. So we thought we'd really broaden our horizons and head over to the birthplace of fast food itself, the United States of America. On this journey, we're going to sample every single major fast food chain the USA has to offer. We're going to order the flagship item in each restaurant, and we're going to rank our experience across 3 different categories: taste, service, and hygiene. Then, with our newly gathered knowledge, we're going to present awards for the best staff, the nicest food, the fastest service, and the best overall experience. And don't worry, we're also going to be telling you the worst of the bunch too. We are TPD TV, and this is the Fast Food Challenge.
So somewhere close to my heart, Subway. I love Subway and I was really excited to come to America and try a real American sub.
Talk about instantly familiar. This is just like England.
It was spotless in here and the staff were lovely. They welcomed us to San Diego and asked what we were up to. It's the little things like that that really make a difference. We went for the Italian BMT, which is actually my order at home, but in the spirit of this challenge, we got all the trimmings. Razzie went to the toilet to psych himself up in the mirror because he knew he had to eat a tomato for the first time in his life. Look at all those natural ingredients, and I think that's something great about Subway. It's fast food, but you're getting real food with it as well. You can be healthy and eat fresh.
It all feels fresh when you're having it. I feel kind of like healthy and clean eating it compared to some other things.
Slogans eat fresh.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not lying.
The only downside to sharing this sub is that we all had to share a little bit of spit with each bite.
We had a really good experience at Subway. It was amazing. We've worked in fast food before. We know how shit it can be, but the fact that the staff was still just so nice, it really does make a difference. 120 out of 150, well deserved.
TPD TV is powered by our amazing supporters on Patreon. Did you know we make exclusive videos just for our Patreon supporters? If you want to check them out, along with other benefits like Discord access and extended cuts of videos, click the link in the description. Thanks so much. On with the show. Welcome to Rally's, also known as Checkers on the East Coast, I believe. We've eaten here in New York. Look at the stars and stripes waving proud in the wind, and why wouldn't you be proud with such good value? A $6 meal deal, you cannot argue with that. But we did notice something strange about this restaurant. Takeout only here, so you can drive through or walk up window, but no restaurant to sit down in.
Yeah, there is. There's literally an outdoor seating area right there, and we're in San Diego. It's beautifully warm. Why not?
Rally's flagship item is the Big Buford, self-proclaimed as the boss of burgers. It's their take on the classic double cheeseburger. Think of it like a Whopper or a Big Mac.
Grand reveal. Oh, that looks all right, to be fair.
Razzie made sure to have a minute sample.
It's pathetic bite.
Embarrassing. To make up for that, the rest of us all had some nice big bites, and during this challenge, we'd have a bite of the whole thing, even if it had ingredients that we didn't typically like. Really good, that, considering it had ingredients I don't like.
I like that a lot.
Oh, going in for seconds. Don't overfill. I was pretty impressed with that. I like all the shit in it, and that was really good.
All right, we got Rally's coming in with 107 out of 150. The staff member did walk away from us twice while we were mid-sentence, which always winds me up, but the great hygiene and fantastic taste saved the day.
Up next, Carl's Jr. Now, I don't know what happened to Carl's Sr., but hopefully he's okay. Unlike this dog, let's hope he's found. Nice clear menu above the counter. We're going to go for the famous Star Burger, which is their flagship item. The burger took us 5 minutes to get, which is quite surprising considering how quiet it was, but it gave us enough time to go around the restaurant and see how clean it was. At first, we thought it was alright, but actually, upon closer inspection, it wasn't. Anyway, enough waffling. Let's get on to the famous Star Burger.
I like the wrapping.
The wrapping is good. Yeah, it's good.
After a few questionable reactions from the first bite, I think the overall consensus was it was an alright burger. For some of us, we weren't quite sold on the burger, and I think that was because of the salad, but for others, we kind of enjoyed it.
I really like that. I rate that more than a Whopper. That's just like a Whopper, but better. But better than a Whopper. Yeah, absolutely.
Better quality, I'd say.
They've also got one here in Spain.
Carl's Jr. has got 107 in score. A server called Choc Sweetie, which is pleasant. The burger tastes a bit like a Whopper, and Whoppers are good, so thumbs up from me.
Raising Cane's, home of the chicken fingers. It's Post Malone's favourite.
Really been looking forward to trying Raising Cane's. Seen it all over socials. Just a real shame that the first time I'm going to try it is after 10 meals.
So this one's like an outside location. You order at the kiosk, a really simple menu that is basically how many fingers do you want. There was a bit of mess all over the floor, which did subtract a few points. We ordered the 2 fingers, which is just what your mother orders from me. But Rob had some rather interesting thoughts on that.
You only ever need to use one finger if you know what you're doing. And I'll die on this hill.
Oh, it does smell good though.
That chicken was nice, but it was just absolutely begging to have some sort of seasoning or sauce. Here's one for the Raz's spitty monologue comments.
No flavour, they need a lot of seasoning, but it's good chicken and good batter.
High quality.
The chicken was plain, but at least it was fresh. Raising Cane's has so much potential, just not on this visit. Raising Cane's got a score of 89. The staff were really nice and even checked that we'd ordered the correct amount, because I guess they don't expect a group of 5 to be ordering 2 chicken fingers. On Rob's notes, it says the staff member was quite attractive, but I guess we can't give him extra points for that. Or maybe we can, who knows. I've actually been fortunate enough to try Raising Cane's with the sauce, and I can tell you it would have scored higher if we'd have got the sauce as well.
Back on the road again, and here we are, Panera bread, somewhere new, somewhere fresh. Let's see if it's any nice. Ooh, Jake, careful of that.
Nice, bro. You having a good trip?
Yeah, man, it's a great trip. I'm loving all these fast food places.
Now, bizarrely, the manager's name's on the door, which I guess that's like an employee of the month type of deal. You get your name on the door when you come in. Even though it does look like Starbucks and Subway had a baby, it's giving off a nice modern vibe in here. Now, our eyes did manage to catch a couple of crumbs on these tables, and Captain Sleepy Pants over there, which kind of brings the mood down.
Mark on every single table. Got to deduct some points for that.
Here we are ordering at the computer. We were supposed to order some minging ass soup. However, they didn't have it, so we got something even better.
Got good news and I got bad news.
Right, I love good news.
I'm not getting French onion soup as per the recommendation because I don't have it on the menu.
So what's the bad news?
Now, if I go out for fast food, the last thing I want to see is a buzzer. I just want to be able to go up and collect my food straight away. Who's ready for some food? It's mac and cheese in a bread cake. Doesn't that just look tasty?
Bon apple tea. See, I don't actually like mac and cheese.
Cheese?
Have you ever had the Heinz mac and cheese in a tin?
Right?
Exactly the same.
Oh, that's quite nice.
I'm going to beat this one.
No, you might as well just give it a quick try.
Due to recent events, I'm just going to beat this
Oh,
one.
he's had a massive ginger shit, hasn't he?
Overall, this place was pretty terrible. I hated it in here, and the food was mid as fuck.
Panera bread, 50 out of 150. When I got the food, man said nothing to me. I can't be asked ever going back to Panera bread. Do better. You know what? Delete your whole franchise, man. Whack.
So we pull up to Church's Chicken, referenced by Kendrick Lamar.
Next to their Church's Chicken.
Similar to Rally's, there was just the outdoor order option, or you could do the drive-through. Looking at the posters for this, I was pretty excited because that food looks good. But I did lower my expectations slightly when I took a closer look at the seating area. This seat looks like something the prison bitch would have to sit on, and there he is, sat next to me. The whole area was pretty dilapidated. I mean, look at that rust. Thankfully, we had loads of time to take it in.
There's nobody else here and it's been 11 minutes now. It is a bit mad because there's no else to do. They don't have an inside area.
This is actually pretty fucking terrible here, to be honest.
We went for the world famous chicken tenders. Now, when we opened this box, we were very surprised at the colour, but they still had a better tan than Raz. These anemic ass, white ass, pale ass, dirty chicken tenders were vile. This chicken was frankly unconstitutional. And Kenny, you were wrong, homie.
The thing that put me off most was the paleness of the chicken. Like, it just didn't look cooked.
I really didn't like that. So rubbery, like slimy. No, I didn't like it. Rubbery. No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
While we were ordering, the woman actually just started speaking to another customer 2 times. We tried to order just the chicken bits, but they made us get a meal. They couldn't understand that we only wanted the chicken. All in, that got 79 out of 150. I don't even know how.
Okay, here we are at Jack in the...
Oh, nice one, bro.
I was looking at that sick old Toyota over there, man.
Now, this place has been going for almost 75 years. It's kind of a cookie-cutter fast food place. Serves everything you'd expect. Beef burgers, chicken burgers, burritos, tacos. Nice big selection of condiments here to choose from, and they had their own custom sauces and our favourite, Frank's Red Hot. Val's had just had a shit to make room for our dish today, 2 tacos. They were really confused in here that we just wanted the tacos. It was almost impossible to order them not as a meal, but we managed it and we dug in.
Oh, no substance. There's like a big Doritos and lettuce on it.
Hello, taste. Were you in there? Yeah, that's black.
Not great. Not awful, but like... They're like a big Dorito. That is nice. It is a taco. What did you expect? Fucking...
Some filling.
I don't think that's bad at all, you know. I think they're quite nice.
We had Jack in the Box the other day,
And it was really good. And it was a burger.
I think it'd be better if instead of giving you 2 tacos, they made it 1. Just added a bit more filling into it.
Good idea.
Made that one taco like the best taco you've ever had.
The staff member that served us was pretty terrible, quite rude, quite disinterested, and really didn't understand what we were trying to order. Halfway through our transaction process, there was some kind of shift swap. The second member of staff we got was really nice and really friendly, so let's just put it down to the other person was tired. Food was really good, I thought. I went in for seconds and I was the only one. Shout out to this restaurant. I do think it's pretty good. We just collectively didn't have a great time.
Now then, off to something sweet and different. It's Dairy Queen.
I don't know anything about Dairy Queen. I've barely even heard of Dairy Queen, never mind. Oh, it's ice cream.
Yeah. Now I've heard of Dairy Queen because they've got a bit of a viral ice cream gimmick.
They tip it upside down to show you that it's stuck in there and it's not just gonna fall out.
Now looking around at the signs, you can see all the nice desserts they've got lined up for you to order. We went for the Royal New York Blizzard Treat. I know, sounds bloody delicious. Eastside is the best, New York.
Obviously it's an ice cream place, but we do hot dogs as well.
Oh look, here she goes, she's doing the viral sensational ice cream gimmick. We're gonna go check it out closer.
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much for that. Thank you.
Now it's time for the taste test, and what a surprise, we all love it. Who would have thought delicious ice cream tastes delicious? What a shocker, the delicious ice cream is much better than the rubbery chicken.
When you get a little bit of the cake, it like melts in your mouth.
That is excellent, you know.
Gorgeous that.
I appreciate that we're comparing plain chicken wings to a strawberry cheesecake ice cream, but you've already clicked on the video, so it doesn't really matter.
Give me the fucking ice cream now, you bitch.
No, I want some.
What are they doing in there?
You know there's something going on there.
Snowballing their way to the top with 126 out of 150. Dairy Queen, we love you. You tasted great. The staff were excellent. They loved our accent. They didn't change the service or demeanour when we chose not to tip. Super happy to have us, and we'd love to go back.
It is time for some Dave's Hot Chicken using the Avenged Sevenfold font there. Got some lovely decor in here. Weird chicken, you know, that one that screams. Homer Simpson on the wall, scanning a burger there. I'm sure that wasn't approved. I will try the Reaper one day.
Nice aesthetic in here. I do like the aesthetic. It's cool.
Lovely clean environment, this one. Nice clean table. We went for the hot chicken tenders, which is like the mid-range in level of spice at Dave's Hot Chicken. And look at this, a nice custom water bottle with Dave's Hot Chicken on it. Shocky there. No doubt he's getting a Dr. Pepper, a nice sugary drink. God forbid he drinks some water. There we have it. Some lovely spicy chicken. Look at that face. That is a face of pure pleasure right there. We absolutely love spicy chicken. The UK is coated in chicken shops and we love them.
That is sublime. That is perfect.
The hot was delicious, but we wanted more. It's time to try the Reaper.
I'll be remiss if I didn't come to Dave's Hot Chicken and get the spiciest level they do.
It was at this point we realised we'd completely fucked up.
That is inedible. I've had one bite. I'm sorry to waste money, guys, but I can't finish that.
It's worse when you breathe in. You guys are dumb. The hot's already hot enough, and then you go, let's just go 2 steps above. Reaper.
That was maybe a really dumb idea.
We were passing that one drink round like it was the blood of Christ. We could barely even stomach a third of the food.
Reaper aside, that chicken is
Really good.
my first 10 out of 10.
Noses were running, tears were flowing, just because it was that good.
Sorry, they're showing I'm being there, you see.
Just miss my dad.
We love you, Dave's Hot Chicken. That was biblical. We will be back. Dave's Hot Chicken got 101. The woman laughed when we ordered the spicy chicken and we said, will it make us cry? They even laughed again when we wanted another bottle of water. I don't know how this only scored 101 and didn't score any higher. I don't make the rules, even though I guess I do. But also, I don't cast all the votes, so you can't win them all, just most of them.
And back in the RV again, this time to a supermarket, because in this supermarket there was a JOLLIBEE's. JOLLIBEE is a Filipino fast food restaurant that specialises in chicken and spaghetti.
I understand the necessity, and obviously not every single one will be like this, but it's not very nice eating in a shopping centre or whatever you call this.
We've got a JOLLIBEE back at home and I don't really rate it, but some of the guys like it. But we were going for the Chicken Joy, which is a bit of a weird name and quite expensive, but and look, it came in a bucket. Hey, that's not the first time Mary's had a bucket. Hey!
A bit right into some like tendon things.
It's okay, you know. It's like kind of like KFC back in the UK.
For a plain wing, that's really good.
Is that a wing or is that a drumstick?
Well, whatever it is.
So mixed reactions on the chicken. It probably didn't help that we didn't know what a wing or a drumstick was, but one thing's for certain, I don't think inside of a battered chicken should look like that. Safe to say, mixed reactions with this one. Not good, not bad. 100 out of 150 for JOLLIBEE's. The service was super quick. It only took 2 minutes from ordering to get the chicken at the table. We didn't order any gravy, and they put it on our order. We had to pay for it, and it was in our tub, and it wasn't very nice.
Come on, Rosie. Oh, no, not yet. Keep going. Can I do that one? Get it unlocked, brother. No, keep going.
I'll tell you what.
Wait.
What? No. Hey, I'll tell you what. Let's cut to a sponsor.
Good idea.
This video is appropriately sponsored by our good friends over at HelloFresh. It's a new year and you've got a new routine, so why not get started with HelloFresh? Simple, easy to follow, step-by-step recipes that simplify dinner time, which help you focus on your goals and your schedule. It's homemade but without the hassle. You get everything you need in the HelloFresh box to create delicious meals at home without the stress. Discover fresh and wholesome recipes that make healthy eating effortless, perfect for your January detox. Personally, I'm on a big January detox. You'll find out all about that in the next few weeks. It has been a breeze with HelloFresh. I have personally changed my dietary requirement as a New Year's resolution, and HelloFresh make it super easy because they can cater for everyone with over 100 recipes to choose from. Turn over a new leaf with HelloFresh's time-saving meal solutions. Skip the arduous trips out to the supermarket, something I hate, and stay focused on your New Year's resolutions. Whether that's self-care, health, focusing on your family, trying for the love of God to get a podcast episode out once a week. It's harder than it seems. Let HelloFresh take the stress out of the mundane. If you use our special link in the description and our code, or scan the QR code that's on screen now, you're going to get a huge benefit. You're going to get 50% off your first box. That is half off. But wait, there's more. You're also going to get 25%, so a quarter of the price, cut off your next 2 months worth of orders. Guess what else? Free dessert for life. And it's good dessert as well. As you know, the back end of last year, I was a bit miserable on camera. I wasn't really happy to be doing much. I think a big reason was my diet. My diet was atrocious. So I really do appreciate HelloFresh stepping in for our January sponsor slot. We've worked with them for a while. They're amazing to work with. They do a great product and they have a great service. So I strongly recommend get on board with HelloFresh. Link in the description or scan the QR code. We appreciate you, HelloFresh. Now back to something a little less healthy with the fast food.
Send a fucking boy to do a man's job.
What the fuck were you doing in that?
We're here at Little Caesars, a famous American pizza joint. We ordered the extra most besties, which is a pepperoni pizza but with extra pepperoni and an extra cringe name. A very cool feature was this little oven that you can pick up your pizza from when you're collecting it. Other than that, this place is just like a Domino's. There's nowhere to sit inside and we were told it was going to be 14 minutes. So we paid for our order and we were told to wait outside the restaurant.
Even though we did wait for 14 minutes, we're still in the queue. Still just got a queue again.
That was pretty piss poor experience, to be fair, Ollie. Someone's kicking off in there about something else.
I selected no tip on the button. You guys have cameras in here. You can look.
23 minutes to get that.
Forced out into the parking lot, we became savages for this basic ass pepperoni pizza.
Bang average. Pepperoni pizza, really?
Oh, that good. I think that's alright. It's a bog standard pizza. It was cheap, decent size. That's alright, that.
Just above bang average. It's a classic American style pizza. There's really no else to say about it.
Look at some lazy bastard. Here's the bin. Someone couldn't even be arsed walking 3 meters.
So you're just gonna walk away?
Not my problem, mate. I'll probably get shot if I touch that.
That attitude is part of the problem, I would say.
It's America. You don't touch someone else's property without permission, you idiot. That's right.
Little Caesars was alright. The staff didn't smile back at us though when we smiled, which is quite rude. They set quite a specific expectation of 14 minutes, but they didn't deliver on it because it took almost twice as long. They got 80 out of 150.
Now this place needs no introduction, the golden arches, and let me tell you, you're not going to believe the sights you see here. Right outside the door, rusty razor blade just laid there, and as soon as we got in, we realised the whole place looked like a forensic crime scene.
Any unlawful or criminal act activity observed will be reported to law enforcement.
Something's clearly gone down here and we didn't want to hang about, so we took our Big Mac outside.
Well assembled, that's rare.
Hey, she should know, she worked in Mackey's for a few years. This Big Mac was kind of different to a UK one. The bun was certainly different.
Do I veto this one?
I understand where you're coming from, to be fair.
Everyone gets 2 vetoes. At any point you feel like you're going to be sick, you can skip out 2 meals. Just 2.
I just really don't like pickle.
If you veto the Big Mac and then you have to have some dirty fish taco later, you'll be pissed off.
We were getting some strange looks eating outside the Mackey's, but we made sure to finish the Big Mac and enjoy our post-mix full sugar Coca-Colas. While certainly not the best Mackey's experience we've ever had, it was nice trying McDonald's in its home state.
Good God, what was going on here? I mean, we weren't exactly in like Compton or something. This was a relatively decent area, or so I thought. 95 out of 100 for Mackey's. The staff were really nice, and this is the only time where the staff repeated every bit of the order back to us to ensure we had it correct. Big up Mackey's, I was certainly loving it, aside from the razor blade.
Oh, it's IHOP time, baby. My favorite. We always go to IHOP for breakfast, and I love it. I think it's great. I don't really know why it's on this, because it's not really fast food, because every time we go there, it's never fast. But hopefully, because it's quiet here, it should be quite quick. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Pancake of the month, $12.99. That's a pretty good deal. And what we're having is the original buttermilk pancake stack. Just like this stack of tissues holding up this table. In a lot of American fast food restaurants, you need a code to get into the toilets. IHOP doesn't need that, so big thumbs up from us. Ooh, look at that cup. That looks like a nice cup. Hopefully no one steals it and drinks from it at home. Hey, look at the buttermilk pancakes now. Ooh, tasty. Course, Jockey's going in first. What's he thinking? Oh, he thinks he needs some maple syrup on it. Doesn't that look nice? What do I think? Oh, I'm going to save that piece in my mustache for later. Oh, am I? No, I'm not. 84 out of 150. This was our worst experience at IHOP we've had. The server was not interested in us in the slightest. From the moment we walked in, she turned her nose up at us. She didn't want to give us 2 tables of 4, and that wasn't the only issue. She got my order wrong. However, I did get to keep the sausage, and Ben specifically told her that it was vegan and he couldn't have any butter or any other vegan products. However, she still buttered his bread. So, not a happy bunny, Benny was.
Well, hey, next is White Castle, one of our favorites. This restaurant was famously featured in the hit movie Harold and Kumar Get the Munchies, or Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Something cool about White Castle is they've got some merch. Look at it, it's pretty sweet. Freaking epic. However, we quickly ran into a huge roadblock.
Can't really blame the restaurant for this. There's a guy sat over, just over yonder, and he's the single smelliest man I've ever smelt in my life. It's absolutely fucking disgusting. Abhorrent is the word I would use.
Man, we had to take things into our own hands here.
We've had to move. This guy just smells so bad.
It felt like I had been kicked in the balls in my nose. God knows how Rob felt with that massive snozzer.
It's going to negatively affect the cleanliness score, I'm afraid. Oh, Jesus.
Here comes the food. Yummy, yummy. Delectable tiny burgers. They look great, man. I'm a big fan of the portion sizes White Castle do. I think it's a bit of a nice, unique gimmick, the square burgers. What I'm not a fan of is these pickles, man. Get that pickle off that burger, boy. Get that pickle off that burger. Big, bodocious boys tucking down on some delicious food. Big shout out to White Castle. That tastes great.
They are shit, but there's something about them though.
They're shit but good. If you've been to White Castle, you know what I mean. Something nice is that they have fan-submitted prints on the back of the burger boxes. I like that a lot. Also, you can order them in boxes of 100 if you're a big lad like me.
White Castle, you're ending with a 55 out of 150. I know, bit of a shock. Your service let you down. You asked for a tip when you didn't really do anything. You didn't accept Apple Pay. Never mind the stinking man.
Up next is Chipotle. We do have these in the UK, but if you've never been, it's basically like a bar burrito, or in fact any other burrito place. They are obsessed with guacamole. I don't understand why. It literally tastes of nothing.
It's nice and clean in it.
It's nice and clean. Do you know what I don't like? The blaring music.
You order it with the guy. It's kind of like Subway, where you go through and tell him what you want, while Rob goes for a sit-down wee in the big toilet that gets a big thumbs up.
There was a confusion with the menu, just the thing that we'd read online doesn't exist, but the guy was nice and didn't make us feel embarrassed about it. Figured it out, made what we wanted.
Look at this. It is literally my worst nightmare.
What the fuck's this?
A first timer bowl.
Looks like Big Nose isn't happy either.
I think I'm going to veto that one.
Are you?
Yeah, I can't stand guacamole, to be honest.
God, no matter how far you dig, it's just all full of shit.
Thank you, Daddy, for my food.
Actually, no thank you at all. It even caused an argument between these two.
Why'd you keep eating it? You've just been moaning you're too full.
But it's nice.
I don't care how nice it is, you've got 25 more meals to have.
Listen, veto boy, I'm not thinking anyone fucking going, oh, don't have that, no, when you had to veto this one.
Well, the pressure caved, and he did end up trying some.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
Straight in the fucking bin it goes, but you'll be happy to know if you do want a job shoveling shite for a living, you can work here. Chipotle got a score of 105, even though half of us didn't even like the food. I thought it was terrible, but who am I? The staff were great. They even made us a custom order because the thing that we wanted wasn't even on the menu anymore. They even trusted us with the bathroom code before we transacted, which was really nice.
So next up we have WINGSTOP. Now this is one of Rob's favourite places. I'm not a big chicken person, but I came anyway. We did ask the staff for a recommendation, but they really just couldn't be asked helping us, so we had to fend for ourselves, and we went with the boneless chicken.
WINGSTOP is my favourite place to eat in the UK. I just love them, so I'm very happy to be here.
See, I'm not even joking. I've literally got one here while I'm editing this video. That's ordered 49 in about 6 months, and that doesn't include going into the restaurants.
Every toilet that I try is blocked the last 5
There's
places.
a code on the receipt, and you put the code in. You can only use the toilet if you're a paying customer.
So as you can see, there's quite a bit of mess in this restaurant, and it's not like the staff were running around busy making food, because ours took 11 minutes and there was no one else in the place. They did have a nice exposed kitchen, which is always good, so you can see them making your food. They have nothing to hide.
Wow, we haven't got that in the UK,
That's
man.
a nice box.
So here they are, the most bog standard boneless wings. And why are they called boneless wings? They are just chicken nuggets.
The only word I've got for that is just simply, with no elaboration or anything, nice.
And here we have Chef from South Park and Gordon Ramsay giving you their culinary expertise.
You know what it is? A bit buffalo.
A little bit buffalo, yeah.
Almost vetoed this, you know.
Why?
I've just dropped my ass and it wasn't very good.
At this point, I'm not sure if I was judging the wings or Jake for leaving no bog roll when I went to the toilet. So the staff were actually distracted by a skater outside while they were taking our order. And we tried to order 6 wings, which it says on the menu, but the staff said you could only order 10 as a minimum. You needed cutlery for this food because it was quite saucy, but they didn't give us a fork, so we had to go back up and ask for that. Altogether, WINGSTOP got 77 out of 150.
Now it's time for another that I've never heard of before. We're going to Pizza Factory, a chain I've never been to, but Bridie said it's really good. First impressions were pretty terrible with the disgusting ice machine and the horrible mouldy suspended ceiling. It's not what you want to see. We were here to order the all-meat pizza. $26.99 for a medium is extortionate. We also treated ourselves to a drink, and Choc even paid for the salad bar.
That looks shit. It looks uncooked.
It really is. It is.
So the flagship all-meat pizza arrived and it looked great, but Chocky ended up with something different.
What the fuck is that? Is that an olive?
Yeah. Yours looks awful, bro.
So they brought Chocky the wrong thing and he had to send it back, but the rest of us tucked into our pizzas.
Pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah, mine was pretty nice too.
Spicy sausage was lovely.
After almost an hour in the place, Choc still didn't have his proper pizza.
You finished yours quick.
They didn't give me mine. I returned it about 20 minutes ago saying, hey, you gave me the wrong one. And they still haven't brought it, and everyone's eating and everyone's finished. So, fuck me, I guess.
This is a place we'll never return to. It literally just wasted an hour of our lives. What a shambles this was. Pizza Factory coming in with a 79. As someone who's been in customer service for the most part of their life, one way or another, I really do have a zero tolerance when it comes to bad service. The incredibly basic and no doubt common special request that I asked for on my pizza was just not taken into account, and it arrived without those changes. And as you've seen, Chocky literally didn't get his food. He had to go up 3 times to ask them for it, and every time they were just as oblivious as the last time. Fuck me, so stupid. Anyway, moving on.
Next up, you got Shake Shack. This one was in Las Vegas, Sin City, baby.
This might be a contender. I'm feeling good about this one. And when I say a contender, I mean for the top spot.
Well, I'm about to eat my month's supply of Sins in Weight Watchers right here. Shake Shack has a really nice, simple menu. Got like 3 items on the menu, which is really nice. No screens at this location as well, so they're not trying to like blind you with different promos. We did have to use the self-checkout, but the guy made sure we knew how to use it.
Pretty clean, yeah. Toilets are clean as well.
They didn't make you use a code to get in.
Nope.
I love it when they just let you in.
Good in it.
America's real gatekeeping these fucking toilets.
Sorry for the wait.
We went for the Shack Burger, which is, in my opinion, the only thing that you're ever really going to get from Shake Shack. And look at us all here. We've got new hats because why not? You're welcome lids. That's $200 put straight into your till.
That's good. It's really nice. I mean, I wouldn't get it with the salad or anything, but
Really nice. The sauce, lovely. Salad I could do without. A little bit of brioche bun as well. Great.
The salad was nice though because it tasted fresh. I'd get it with the salad.
I get it as it comes, and I don't even like fucking tomato, but it were really nice.
Shake Shack got a score of 136. The staff were great. They even made us a custom drink because the drink that we wanted was sold out. We really love it. I really love it. I think it's one of the best places to get a burger in America. We loved it.
So here we are pulling up to Sonic. It's a bit of a unique one, this, because most people pull up in the car and park in drive-through order bays, which is pretty cool in my opinion.
Sonic has this eat in your car kind of setup. We could go into the restaurant, but because they offer this as a unique feature, we're going to take advantage of it.
Now we had to spin the block a couple of times because a lot of the bays were actually turned off. So even though they're empty, the screens were off, so you couldn't even order right.
What do you mean? I want my Sonic burger.
Well, it's been 20 seconds since you pressed the red button.
But I'm in my car, I'm comfortable.
Your car don't have electric adjustable seats.
Here we are ordering the Sonic cheeseburger. Well, we're trying to order the Sonic cheeseburger, but it's taken about 7 minutes already, and we've still not had our order taken.
7 minutes now with no service. Guy said 1 sec. 7 minutes isn't 1 sec. This is how many secs it is.
We were so bored waiting, we even had a couple of Picassos at the front.
One eternity later.
Hi, can I just get a number 1, please?
Hello?
Hi. Can I just get a number 1, please?
I'm sorry?
Can I just get a number 1, please?
Number 1?
Please.
Number 3?
Number 1.
Man, they were taking the time. Someone even got out of the car to have a walk around. The name's Sonic. It's supposed to be gotta go fast, not gotta go fucking slow as shit, mate. Breaking news. 4 British lads starved to death in the Ford Edge. To the time.
Why did he hand it to you?
Because I'm the boss. Actually, I don't understand why he gave it to the rear passenger. Bit strange that. Normally you give it to the driver. Now 8 million years later, it was time to tuck him finally.
I mean, it's alright. Tastes like every other fast food burger, you know.
That's nice, that.
Really? It's a very moist burger. Like the burger itself, I wouldn't say it's moist, but there's a lot of shit in there that makes it.
That's alright, to be fair. I'm going in for a second bite.
Sonic, we're giving you a 63 out of 150. The guy misheard the order 4 times. 4 times. We couldn't make it any clearer. We also tipped him 16 cents, which were pretty funny. The burger was actually alright thinking back about it, and that's why it ends up with a 63.
And here we have Popeyes. We were all ready for it, apart from Jake. He was really starting to struggle.
It's getting really hard now.
Oh, don't want to eat anymore.
The restaurant itself was really nicely decorated, and they even had some flowers, which was a lovely touch. We went for number 1, the chicken sandwich. Why do they always call it a sandwich in America? It's clearly a burger.
Here we go. So we're in kind of a project neighborhood and got all our possessions in the RV. So we're gonna eat it in the RV.
Chock's spit here reminds me of the real Slim Shady music video. I'm really glad I didn't see that at the time. Dirty bastard.
Oh, the saliva, man. The saliva that came off that, man.
Despite Chock's garnish, none of us like this sandwich.
Oh, awful. Oh, brittle as well.
Sure it's not great? Because you're saving some for later.
That's a great burn, Jake, for someone who didn't go to Burning Man.
It's like a pig on a
She
farm.
really does.
You should see the photos she don't let us upload.
Everyone can get fucked, including this awful chicken sandwich. I'm done with a lot of you. The service at Popeyes was really good. They asked if we liked spice and offered to tailor our food to our spice level. They also gave us the bathroom access code before we'd even transacted. Really fast service, shame about the chicken though. Altogether, they got 95 out of 150.
And now it's Dunkin' Donuts time. You know about Dunkin' Donuts. They're all over America. They're even all over the UK. Coffee and a donut. What more could you want?
You know we gotta have the Dunkin'.
We were going for the original glazed donut. You can't go wrong with a simple donut glazed in sugar. There's not much to really say here. They serve coffee, they serve some donuts. So pretty simple stuff. Hopefully that means the place is clean and tidy. Uh-oh, no it's not. For some reason this place was absolutely dead, yet filthy, and it just doesn't make any sense. All they're doing is serving coffee and donuts.
Nicer than the Popeyes.
You don't like glazed donuts, do you?
I'm not really a fan of them.
No man his size don't like a fucking donut.
I just think donuts are a bit shit.
We'll have all the donuts in the world.
It was bad, and then it got worse.
We're gonna knock off 4 points of the cleanliness because that toilet was so disgusting it almost made me throw up.
81 out of 150. Don't get me wrong, the service was brilliant. The server was quick and apologetic when she thought we'd been waiting for a long time, but honestly, we hadn't been waiting that long at all. The issue falls with the cleanliness of the place, specifically that toilet, and the fact some of the guys just don't like donuts.
Here we are at the home of the bell. Boom,
This is the most picturesque looking fast food restaurant I've ever seen.
As we stepped through the doors of Taco Bell, we realised it were pretty clean. One of the cleanest Taco Bells I've actually ever been in. We then proceeded to order a Crunchwrap Supreme. It's like a taco in a burrito, in a quesadilla. It's pretty good, it's pretty nice, I like.
Points down for that. We wanted to get the custom service.
Now, normally we like to get some sauce for the road, and thank God there was only one packet of sauce left. What a treat. Speaking of treats, here's a Baja Blast, something we don't get to try in the UK.
I really want to try the Baja Blast, you know.
Now, sadly, there was nowhere to park the RV, so here we are taking it back for the rest of the gangs to try out as well.
Nice and hot.
Yeah?
Yeah, it feels nice and hot and fresh.
Quick boost for the walk, you know, gotta get those calories back in. That's really nice.
It's a taco in a wrap, innit?
Now, everyone unanimously loved this.
Good? That's well worth. That does look good, man.
Hey, look, it's Albert. Anyway, very high marks for this. Was absolutely delicious. Well done, Taco Bell.
That's excellent.
Taco Bell scores a 99 out of 150. Minus the fact that the service let them down quite a bit, the taste and everything else was spectacular. Taco Bell, we love you.
Next up is In-N-Out, a really cool company with a cool CEO who treats their employees right. We can get behind that. Now let's try the food.
Me likey.
The design of the restaurant is just what I think of when I think of an American fast food place. They even sell merch, which is actually pretty well designed. The staff look really smart, and even though the place is busy, it was still clean. The menu is really simplified, so there's only 4 items on there. You know they're gonna get it right. We went for the double, a cheeseburger.
A meal and a t-shirt for $30, like, it's alright, innit?
We sat outside and check out these misters to keep you cool. Here's a mister who's not kept his cool.
The saddest burger you've ever seen in your life. A bit slim on the old vegan options for old veg.
It's the most aesthetically pleasing burger. Like, it is literally one of the burgers that looks like the picture.
Everyone was really happy with their burgers, apart from Ben, who ordered the burger with everything on it except the burgers. And then Mr. Rob, careless himself, threw his tray away in the bin without even realising it's a tray.
Oh, did I put the tray in?
Big up to Sebastian, a staff member at In-N-Out. He loved our necklaces and told us to enjoy the festival we were about to go to. The receipt comes on really high quality paper, and Choc loved his food in particular because he's seen The Rock advertise it on Instagram. They refer to customers as guests rather than shouting your order number, which is quite a nice touch. The staff had the patience of saints because there was one Karen woman just shouting about how her food wasn't fresh because she'd seen it being left on the side while they were waiting for her to come and get it. So they made her a full new meal, and they were just really polite to her even though she was awful. We love In-N-Out. They got 128 out of 150.
Nightfall is upon us. It's time to head over for some supper at Wendy's. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of Wendy's. I've had some bad experiences there in the past. And first impressions here was it was like walking into the back rooms. This place could be a prop restaurant that was built for a nuclear test site, or like one of those fake North Korean storefronts to give the illusion that there's a fully operating society. Despite it being so quiet, it was still a shithole. There was mess on the floor, there was sauce on the side, and despite there being no other customers, when we approached the till, we were redirected to just use the self-service machine, which is annoying because then we don't get to experience what the customer service is actually like. The flagship item at Wendy's is called the Baconator.
Do the honours, it's your first Wendy's.
The bacon gave off a nice reassuring crunch like all good American bacon does.
Wendy's is kind of newish, just opened one in our home city of Leeds. I ordered one and it was the worst fast food I've ever had, so I'm not buzzing about this.
Wendy's in Leeds can get fucked because this was actually really good. We were all pleasantly surprised. Despite the lackluster experience in store, the food was lovely.
It was pretty nice. Do you know what? I'm going to give it a 7.
Quite impressed by that.
Yeah?
I really was.
Alright, Wendy's coming in with an 81 out of 150. Now, Wendy's is in Leeds and it opened in Leeds, our hometown, not too long ago. And I went in there and had the single worst burger I've ever had. It was disgusting, and just thinking about it makes me want to like be sick. So I was really not looking forward to this, but it turns out maybe that was just an anomaly in the Leeds store because this was a really nice high quality burger. Well done, Wendy's.
Coming up next, we got Jersey Mike's. It's not in Jersey, and I don't know who Mike is, but this is kind of like a Subway, and I love Subway. And typical Raz walking in with his little Starbucks. This man can't be seen anywhere without a Starbucks.
They do 3 sizes, mini, medium, and large. And the large is like $16, so how big could that be?
Quite a small interior, but it got the picture across. Clear menus, they had a lot of selection for drinks, some pretty interesting ones as well. Look at that team, man, doesn't that just look appetizing? Beach chairs on the wall, better than some pictures, and at least all the rubbish is near the bin on the floor. Like, they've made an effort with that. Loads of processed meat in the counter.
So online it says the number 2 is the most popular, but they've got a sign here saying try our most popular, and it's
Bread number 7.
After and ahhing which sandwich to get, we were going for the turkey and provolone, which I have no idea what provolone is, but it sounds pretty nice. And as we were watching them make it, they were stacking loads of meat inside, which, you know me, I love a lot of meat, man. You know what I'm saying? Wait, hold on. As I said at the start, I love Subway, and this was next tier. This was brilliant, and you know it was good, because even Rob liked it, and he hates eating sandwiches, especially with salad in it.
No, it's alright.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, I'm surprised how much I actually like that.
Yeah. We put the rubbish in the bin and headed to the next one.
Like Kobe.
Jersey Mike's with a score of 103. It was a bit weird when we were in there because there was a lot of confusion. They weren't doing any hot subs, which is fine for me, but would upset quite a lot of other people, and certainly did whilst we were in there. Also, there was confusion with our order as well, but they were really nice about it, so we can't complain too much.
We fancied something sweet, now we've got Auntie Anne's. I've got an Auntie Anne on my dad's side, and that fact is about as interesting as this place is. Now, I've seen this place in Manchester, and I've always wondered what it does, and it's pretzels and like other baked goods like that. And to be honest, it looks dead. Because it's just a pretzel place, there wasn't really anywhere to sit, so we were just straight out of there ready to scram this pretzel. I didn't really enjoy it, but I definitely know Rob and Shock did, so I can't wait to drive them over to Manchester Arndale someday and take them for a quick Auntie Anne's.
Love almonds. Almonds, pistachios, love them. Fuck peanuts.
Even though we did enjoy it, went straight in the bin.
Just too full, but very nice.
Auntie Anne's, you got a score of 103. The staff didn't even say a single word to us. It was quite expensive for one pretzel, and that's all I've got to say about that. I guess the less said at or about Auntie Anne's, the better.
Now, I'd never heard of this place. It's called Del Taco, and it turns out it's over 60 years old, and they've got over 600 restaurants across America. As we headed in, we could see that it was a really basic, bare bones kind of setup, but sometimes that's all you need. It gets the job done, and Jake took a liking to these bad boys.
Nice looking cones, look at it.
I really like that they tell you where each day's guacamole hails from, and I love the handwritten sign just apologising for some sauces missing. The flagship item that we were ordering here is the habanero crispy chicken taco. As a fan of spicy food, I was really excited at the prospect of habanero, but it didn't actually look spicy at all when we got it. I'll be honest, I was expecting more from this. They shouldn't have habanero in the name if there's not even a single ounce of spice. So we polished it off, we won a nice bite each, and then it was time to get out of there. But what we did see just as we were leaving was a fly stuck to our table, which obviously means some lost points.
It was fine, nothing special. I mean, we only had a little bite to be fair, but I was just hoping for some free shavok.
You know your boy's got his free taco boy.
Del Taco shaping up to be one of the more unremarkable and forgettable on this list. It's got a 94 out of 100. The staff member didn't really make much eye contact, which felt a bit strange, but I appreciate some people are like that. It's all good. In this instance, when Chuck said have a nice day, it wasn't reciprocated, which kind of sucked. I mean, it's not that hard to just say it back, especially in America where that kind of service was born. All in, Cheeky Del Taco gets a 94 out of 150.
We've just been trying to find a Sonic, and we put it in the map, and yeah, we're on our way there. Now we just got 4 stars on GTA, baby, because we just drove into a military base. Literally drove up, guy, gun in hand, like, what are you doing here? Oh, we come for a burger. Not in here, you know.
Now up next, it's KFC. Fun fact, one of my first jobs was at KFC, and my gamer tag was the KFC worker for many years. Anyway, look at that dirty ass table. But it's not all doom and gloom. We get to sit under a giant ass bucket of chicken.
$9.99 for 2 pieces of chicken is a bit wild.
Which is kind of weird because on the door over there there's a sign that says for 2 pieces of chicken it's $4.99.
Now after a quick back and forth with the employee after they got our order wrong, the food had finally arrived. It was time to eat.
Well, I can smell the herbs and spices.
I mean, it's nice, it's KFC. Same as in England, to be fair.
Virtually unholdable, you can't even feel the bone. That's the bone. I can hate fried chicken.
Unlucky Mary, you're in the wrong YouTube video. Anyway, Raz seemed to be enjoying it. Look at him tuck it in.
God, that was hot.
I hope the employees are washing their hands.
Feels so greasy in here. I just can't wait to get out. It's my least favourite one so far, this, in terms of experience.
Now, as a former employee, I gave the chicken a true Colonel send-off.
Cock-a-doodle-doo! KFC ended with an 87 out of 150, minus the fact that the staff didn't understand what we wanted, kept trying to give us a meal when we just wanted 2 pieces of chicken, and it was boiling hot and extra oily. However, I think it ended up being an alright experience, much better than a couple more on this list.
What the fuck is up, Denny's? Open 24 hours, this one. It is a diner type vibe, real sit down meal type of place. You walk in, you got some gaming machines at the side, somebody takes you to your seat, we got a nice corner booth, really appreciated that, although it's a bit annoying when someone wants to go for a piss. So we got the Grand Sandwich, which is basically just a ham and cheese toasty, in my opinion. A nice cup there, hope no one nicked that. Rob got just a side of bacon, healthy, nutritious breakfast there. Everyone else got a real breakfast. Here we go for a big bite of the Grand Sandwich. Right, here we go. This was actually our breakfast on the day we went to EDC, and it was fine at best, but nevertheless a bit janky and a bit messy. A real metaphor for what we had in store that weekend.
You know, it is good, but for me, the bread, the maple, like bread or whatever it is, a little bit sweet, and I don't like that.
There was no way we could stomach the full thing, because American portions are literally mental, and it came to $69 something. Nice. Denny's got a score of 83, and the best thing about Denny's was they brought over some more coffee without us even asking. In my opinion, Denny's is very comparable to a Greasy Spoon over in the UK, and they're just alright at best.
And once again, we had a little sweet tooth, so we headed to Baskin Robbins for some ice cream. As we walked in, there was a spoon as the door handle, which is kind of cute. Speaking of cute, look at that little table as well, man. Who's sitting on that?
Hey, perfect size for you, little boy.
There was loads of options in here for some sweet treats, from cakes to dessert pizzas to, of course, ice creams. We're going to be going for the Oreo cookies and cream ice cream, which is apparently the most popular flavour, which is mental because I hate Oreos. We can get all different sizes, even a little cone. But remember, do not tap on the glass. Looking closely though, it doesn't look like Chucky's eating the Oreo ice cream. I think this guy's cheating the system or something.
At one of my old jobs, I used to work in an Italian restaurant, and I used to go clean their freezers just so I could go upstairs and go in the freezer and eat pistachio ice cream. It was great.
Oh, well, it looks like I was maybe cheating the system as well. Naughty, naughty. Speaking of naughty, Baskin Robbins, what are you doing? There is a massive hair in this ice cream. What is going on?
To knock hygiene down to 0.
Oh dear, 85, and I think we know why. There was 2 members of staff serving at the same time, which made things quick and efficient, which was great. And also, they said enjoy this ice cream on this hot day. I really would have, if it wasn't for that goddamn hair.
Let's hit up one of America's favourites this time.
Arby's.
It's a complete ghost town, both outside and when you get in there, which means that service should be nice and fast. We're here to try the classic roast beef sandwich, a staple of their menu. There was a bit of mess in here, which is kind of strange considering how quiet it was. I really didn't expect that. The world stood still inside these walls while everything else outside kept on moving. Customers were invited to ring a bell if they were happy with the experience, and they had some comfy seats here.
It's a spongy seat. Hey, Chop, come sit down on here. Whoa! It's like a trampoline, isn't it?
Time to dig into the food and see what awaits us with the Arby's classic roast beef sandwich. Boom! Now, admittedly, this didn't look very appetizing.
Interesting.
I'll go first, but I generally like a hot beef sandwich.
He's not gonna like this. No.
So we tucked into what was definitely the least attractive looking food item on this whole challenge.
Brilliant. No way.
Genuinely really nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't judge a beef by its cover, eh? This was truly delicious.
Well, I'm really surprised by that.
And the bread's sweet.
Yeah.
And we're going to give that a 10.
It does need some sauce.
A bit of like takeaway style chili sauce.
Yeah.
It'd just be a delicate.
Not chili on that, I think.
I like spicy food.
He
You
could
can have
even
some
finish
mayonnaise.
the spicy curry challenge.
That was fucking 12 years ago, mate.
We left Arby's feeling great. We were really satisfied, and we'll definitely be back for a roast beef chicken sandwich in the future.
Yes.
Who would have thought the dirty ass looking beef sandwich was one of the tastiest things that we had on this whole challenge? Arby's gets 107 out of 150. This was another example of the staff walking away from you while you're mid-sentence. I really don't understand why people do that, and that cost them a few points here, but overall, good experience.
Oh, it's time for the King, Burger King. Here we are. Now, normally we're all big fans of a BK because we normally see them at an airport. However, they also have a real bad track record for service.
One thing we love in the UK about Burger King is the super fast service. We're in the US, so surely, you know, home of Burger King, I think. Maybe I've just made that up. A bit quicker here.
Now, when you have a look at the menu, you see a couple of BABs, big ass burgers, which you like to see. Now, what we don't want to see is dirty ass tables and floors. It's not good enough, Burger King. Disgusting. Hey, speaking of disgusting, here's Raz's mum, eh? Burger King showing a couple of animals you're about to eat. Hopefully not. Hey, speaking of animals, this is the animal we're gonna eat, the Whopper. Lovely. $8.69. Hopefully service is fast because there's fucking no one in here. Empty like Rob's dad's funeral. No one fucking showed up. Whoa, don't let that guy on a plane. Surprisingly, the food was quick.
That was quick.
That was very quick. Now, I know what you're thinking. It doesn't look that appealing. However, I like to shake mine up a bit. I like to eat it upside down. And you know what? I think everyone enjoyed that so much, they decided to eat it upside down as well. And then a bit of trouble.
I'm surprised they're shoving a burger into your mouth.
I wanted to stick it.
Why would you do that?
Sorry, no, obviously I didn't mean to.
I'm gonna eat the burger now.
Embarrassing. Now, putting that personal beef aside, we're gonna focus more on this 100% flame grilled beef. Overall, a decent trip out to BK it was.
What's a king to a burger? Burger King with a 92 out of 150. The staff called me honey, offered Jake a crown as well, and the food and the service was pretty good. That's why it ends with a good score.
Panda Express now for a succulent Chinese meal. Nice location, this one on the Vegas Strip. Only confusing thing was the 3 locations that are built in one here. Not a simple menu here, but a good variety of dishes. We're getting the orange chicken, which is the staple for Panda Express.
So what's worth bearing in mind for this place is the actual seating area is shared. So it's shared between Panda Express, Chipotle, and a place called Pizza d'Italia.
Inside this location, not as good as the outside. You're right on the Vegas Strip, it's a bit of a shithole inside. You got 3 other places, and the ordering system's pretty much like Subway. Ooh, somebody filmed this one in portrait mode for no reason. What is the charge?
Tell you what, it took a little while in the queue, but as soon as we started speaking to the server, within 1 minute we had our food and our receipt.
The meal even came with a little fortune cookie on top.
Yeah, it does look nice. I'm not really about this kind of food. What the hell is that?
Here it is, orange chicken with egg fried rice. You know the deal.
You literally can't go wrong with a bit of fried rice and some chicken.
All in, I think everyone liked it. I think we can all appreciate the Chinese culture, these dishes, but I think somebody as usual had a problem.
Does it taste like orange?
Yeah, orange chicken.
That is awful.
What?
I thought it just meant the colour.
But it doesn't look orange.
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
Your genuine talent will lead you to success. Yeah, I'm getting fucked up tonight.
Panda Express got a score of 96. The only remarkable thing about Panda Express was at the end, they asked us for a tip, and that goes towards a charity, which you don't see much in the US. Panda Express is very much the same location to location. It's a cheap Chinese meal. It's just alright.
Alright, this one's historically been my favourite in America, Chick-fil-A, the restaurant that's closed on Sundays. The flagship item here is the chicken sandwich, so that's what we're going to try, but Mary fancied a breakfast. When she tried ordering the breakfast, they said no because it was past 10:30 or something, which is quite common in restaurants, but at least remove it from the menu like McDonald's does.
Just been bullied by a middle schooler. No, me, Raz and Jake were just stood over there and she came and went, hi, later.
Why didn't you just tell her to fuck off?
Cheers. Time to dig into the delicious, succulent, soft chicken breast from Chick-fil-A. When we first came to the States in 2018, I had my first Chick-fil-A and I was thinking about it all year. Now we get to have them quite often and it really is a blessing.
I don't really rate Chick-fil-A. I don't think it's like that great, but that's nice. Standard chicken burger.
It's a very religious company. That's why they're closed on Sundays.
Delicious.
And they even made sure to say God bless you when we left.
You know what I love? Just because Rob's finished his meal, we've left.
I finished mine.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
I love Chick-fil-A. Staff were really, really nice. Made sure to say God bless you to every one of us. And we even said it back. God bless everyone, eh? It did take a bit too long ordering the food. We'll take 50% of the blame for that. There was a back and forth about whether we wanted a meal, whether we just wanted a sandwich. That seems to be a running theme on this challenge. The lady that brought the food over to the table was super nice. And the tiles on the bathroom floor were so shiny that Jake looked into them and saw a reflection of a man wiping his ass. A nice round 100 for our friends at Chick-fil-A. So there you have it. After 3 separate trips to the USA and 34 different fast food restaurants, we think it's time we gave out some awards. The award for nicest food goes to...
It was going to be Dairy Queen, but we didn't feel right giving it to a tasty dessert place. So the actual winner is Dave's Hot Chicken. Let me tell you, well deserved, banging food, delicious taste, mouthful of flavour, can't wait to go back. Dave's, you did us proud.
The award for best staff goes to...
In-N-Out. Sebastian, our server, was super nice, super friendly, and you can just tell when you go into an In-N-Out that the employees there love working there. The CEO of In-N-Out, she loves the staff and looks after them well, and that was evident when we went in. I've worked in hospitality before, and I know good service when I see it, so well done In-N-Out.
The award for fastest service goes to...
We disqualified places like AUNTIE's where they're literally just handing you a pretzel. Burger King was our winner for fastest service. In the UK, Burger King has a reputation for being notoriously slow, but in the US, 2 minutes. Pretty good, well done Burger King.
The award for worst service goes to... I've worked in fast food before and I've spent most of my life in customer-facing roles, but there is no excuse for service as bad as what we got in Pizza Factory. Truly disgraceful, and the staff showed zero interest in making it right. We'll never return to Pizza Factory. The award for worst food goes to...
Popeyes has won worst food. That chicken had so much gristle in it, was disgusting. And we're not counting choc spit in that rating. It was disgusting even without it.
The award for dirtiest restaurant goes to... Now, you might be thinking we give this one to Mackey's because of the razor blade, but nothing comes close to White Castle. I have never been in a restaurant where the smell was so bad that my eyes started watering. You can see in the video I'm almost sick. And while there is a case for that not being strictly White Castle's fault, it is the experience that we had firsthand. So White Castle loses. The worst overall restaurant was...
Panera bread, worst overall. Fuck you. I've told you. Get rid of it, alright? You don't need it. It's trash. Get some Nando's or something in there. Service were whack. Food was whack. Cleanliness was also pretty disgusting. It was just a bad time and I don't see us ever going back.
And the overall winner of all this nonsense...
Shake Shack. Well done, Shake Shack. Overall, you were the best restaurant we went to. You were quick. You were clean. Your burger was absolutely fantastic. We literally couldn't have asked for much more.
Well, folks, what a journey that one was. This video has been the longest single production in the channel's history, mainly because it required 4 separate trips to America to get done. So as you can tell, we did some during Coachella, some during EDC, some during... God, what else did we go to America for? Can't remember, but it was a real labour of love, required a lot of focus, a lot of attention, and summoning a lot of energy when there really wasn't any, because if we're in America, we're there for like a bigger reason, and then doing all this in our very limited free time out there, it was a hard job, but we got it done, and really pleased with the result. I've been tinkering with this video now quite literally since... Well, we shot it in across the year, and then I've been tinkering with the edit since like October. That's not every day, but you know, really refining it, coming back to it after 2 weeks, watching it again. What can I change? It really has been, you know, probably the best thing I can create from an editing standpoint currently. So if you really liked it, then there's a technical analysis where I go in depth of how the video works in the edit over on the Patreon. Along with, at the minute, it's quite early January. It's the 7th of January. So I'm a week into my total detox lifestyle. Nothing to drink except water. Just vegan food and veg and fruit and stuff. And no Instagram, and doing fitness. And I'm going to do that for a month. And that's going to be documented on the Patreon as well. I want to say a huge thanks to everyone that supports us on Patreon. We're really trying to put as much exclusive content into that, and all you names on screen that make this happen for us. You know, we really appreciate it. You know, and I feel really confident that if we ever end up driving the channel off a cliff in terms of sponsor engagement and shit like that, which I don't think we will, but you know, if it ever happens, I feel like we've got a real amazing safety net with our incredible supporters on Patreon. So thank you so much to you all. I want to say thanks to anyone as well that's just watched this far, sticking with TPD TV in 2025. I mean, it's been a long time coming. That's the wrong phrase. What I mean is, it's been a long time that a lot of you have stuck with us, and I really appreciate it, because you know, it keeps a roof over my head. And in the last kind of quarter of 2024, the channel just took a nosedive and just didn't perform at all, and I'm comfortable with that. If this video does well, and if the next few videos do well, I'm starting to realize that we're quite seasonal, and that's fine, and we can use the seasonal stuff for time off instead of trying to shoehorn videos into like late year. But I do just want to say my most sincere thank you to anyone that's stuck around for this long. There is a little bonus scene for you at the very end. Next video, which will be in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we're finally hitting up Butlins on a wild weekend. You asked for it, we're bringing you it. We've got our festival schedule fully planned. We're going to be going to new places, and it should be a strong year. We've got a lot coming your way, really focusing on the podcast and getting that consistent. My benchmark for that is 10,000 views an episode at least, and we've hit that for the last several, so that feels great. Thanks so much. I'll stop rambling. I love you all, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Is it Lord or Lordy? LM Mastodon.
Put it back on.
Jesse.
Hey, thanks for watching till the end of the video. We've got an extra special bonus restaurant for you. It's Krusty Burger. Now, we had to travel all the way to Springfield for this, and we were disappointed to see a little bit of food on the floor. Not a great start. The theming of the restaurant was really impressive. It looked great, and we were going for the iconic Krusty Burger, the flagship sandwich. Quite expensive, but we got it transacted.
You excited?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot about Krusty Burger for many, many years, but never had the opportunity to actually visit one. Thank you.
Service was absolutely incredible. This guy was great, and I took a walk upstairs to the extended seating area. There was loads of room in this restaurant, even though it was quite popular. We were really impressed to learn that not only did it come with fries, but the taste was outstanding. I'm not even joking when I say that this burger really did stack up against the non-novelty restaurants.
Really, really nice. Legitimately, a very good burger. Shout out Krusty, that was nice.